Okay, I made this video to show you how to put together the drawer boxes on a Roberto Fiore cabinet that we got from Cabinets to Go. I'm How To Bob, and we're going to start off with the drawer sides. Now you can see they are labeled here left and right, so once you find the right side, you're going to set that down on the right or left side, and you can see the back here. So we're going to set the left one over here. Now that we've got it laid out, we have the back corner pieces, and each one's going to fit into the back like so. So each part has to go there. Now here's the back of the drawer box, and it's going to go like that. So I want to set that down, and I can take my corner pieces here and set them on the back. And they're going to go just like this. You see the little angle piece. I want the bottom to be butted up against the back all the way down there. And I got my bag of screws. I open up my bag of screws and go ahead and put in some screws here. And then I can make sure it's all lined up and start tightening down all the rest of the screws in the back. So I'm going to put 3 screws in this side, and then I'm going to go and put another couple more in there. I had some extra screws, so I'm going to go ahead and put some in. I think the directions said to put just 3, but I had some extras, so I'm going to go ahead and just fill up all the screw holes that came with. I'm going to repeat the process on the other side, making sure it's tight up against the edges. And just put the screws in, making sure, again, it's tight up against the edges. Okay, once I get my screws all set in place, then I'm going to snap the drawers together. The easiest way is the little round part you see here gets lined up with this round part, and then it just snaps together. So I'm going to do both sides, the left and the right side, and once I get both sides put together, I'm going to turn my drawer box that I have put together upside down. Here is the bottom. You can see it's unfinished on 2 sides and finished on 2 sides. So I take my unfinished sides and slide them into the track and push it all the way in, and it goes towards the back. Not quite all the way to the back, because I want my front to be lined up right here so I don't have a gap in the front, and then I check both sides. Now that I've got both sides lined up in the front, I'm going to go and put some screws in the bottom. And again, it says to put 3 screws. I had some extras, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in all the holes. Once I get this side all tightened up, I can rotate over to the right hand side and repeat the process. Okay, once I get all the screws tightened in, you can see there's little cleats all along here. What I'm going to do is just hammer those down. It adds a little extra strength to it. They don't have to be in real tight. The screws are going to do most of the work, but I'm going to go ahead and hammer them in. So now I'm going to get the drawer front, and you see 2 holes right here. That's going to be where these T-brackets will screw into the front of the drawer. So I've got these different kind of screws. They have like a neck on them, or a head, so to speak. So I just screw those in. I don't want to put them in too hard, too deep or anything to strip out the head, but I want to make sure that they are in tight. And I'll repeat the process for the other side. And again, I don't want to put them in too tight to strip out the wood. And once I get those in, I'll get my drawer box here, and you can see it just slides right in, match up the bottom of the drawer box, and goes right in the hole. You can see the little hole here. It'll snap right in, and you'll hear a clicking noise once it goes in the right way. You have to find the right spot and click. It goes right in, simple as can be. And again on the right side. So now we've got the front connected to the box. So we've got these little spindles. These things slide off the front part, and I can take them apart like this. You'll see I have a little barb fitting on the piece. What I do is push that into the front of the drawer and just hammer it in, and it'll stay in place. You could also do this before assembling. It wouldn't hurt. And I'm going to repeat the same process here for the second one. Just tap it into place. And then these little bars will go from one to the other. You can see it just latches right in there. And then the back end is spring-loaded. You can see that just clicks right into place once I get my front piece in. They also have a screw mechanism in them, so if they are not the right length, you just screw them out, make them a little bit longer, but once you get them right where they need to be, you take your sleeve and snap it back into place, and it locks the whole system into place. Now this one's a little bit different. It has to be screwed out a little bit to make it the right length. So I'm going to screw that out, snap it in place there, and then push this in. Once I get that in, I'll slide my sleeve over top to lock it in place. And I'm going to go to the left-hand side of the drawer and repeat the process. Take my little barb piece out and press it into the front of the drawer using the hammer. And the second piece. Now this is done on the deep drawers. If you have a shallow drawer, you may not have these bars. I have seen them. The shallow drawers do not have these. But then I push my piece in, snap the back in where it goes, and slide the sleeve over top. Let me show you a little bit closer view here. And again, I just slide the sleeve in. And if it's not long enough, I can just screw it a little bit to make it the right length. Once it gets lined up, though, it will snap right into place because, like I said, the back piece is spring-loaded. So it snaps into place, and I take my sleeve and slide it down over. So now, to install this into the drawer glide, you can see we put the caps over it. So I'll take the caps back off now that we're done assembling the drawer. And I'm going to take my drawer glides and pull them all the way out. Both of them left and right. And all I have to do is set the drawer that I have just built on top of the tracks. And once I set it on there, all I need to do to lock it into place is push it all the way back, and you'll hear two distinct clicks. Once it gets all the way to the back, it'll click in, lock it into place. Now if I need to remove my drawers from the glides, all I have to do is remove the cap from the sides here and pull up on the lever, and it'll come right out. So that's how you assemble a DTC drawer box from Cabinets to Go. I'm How To Bob. Thanks for watching.